Hello everybody, Microspec Gamer here. So today I'll be doing something a bit different. I'll be testing every NPC if they can survive the barnacle heads here. I mean, they're called barnacles, but barnacle heads for the joke. You guys know Patrick pretty much. I'm not sure what episode, but he called someone a barnacle head. And these guys are pretty much it. All they do, if you guys know Half-Life, they pick the person up or object up and they eat it. And usually it kills anything in one bite. As I can show you here, I'll be putting, let's put Alex. Since I play Half-Life Alex, if you guys don't know that, it's already on my channel. And for some reason, they become ragdolls immediately after they get picked up. So I did so many of them because I wanted to see really like how far they can survive. So usually they kill in one shot. And they're all eating here. She's pretty much dead. And all these should be dropping. I mean, they're taking their time. Should be dropping a bit. That's her spine. All due respect, I'm just gonna get rid of the spine despite her being dead already. So I'm gonna be testing multiple NPCs here that usually should be able to survive. The first ones will be the SCPs. So only a few SCPs that I'll do. I'll try doing the very weak ones so far. The crab, I mean, it's not even a test. They pretty much die immediately, just right after you get picked up. So that's one of the weakest SCPs. I'm not gonna put an animate object because they don't really count. And 173 isn't really inanimate. He is the living thing. It's just that he doesn't really show any emotion because it's literally a statue. So 173 actually killed them. So yeah, I get eaten, but he cannot really. He doesn't really seem to be affected. I need someone with direct eye contact here. Let's see, I'm gonna put in. I'm just gonna put her, and she's not gonna have any weapons because I cannot allow her to kill anything. Are none of them even watching 173? They're just running. Yeah, so this is a failure. 173 can survive and even manage to kill a few of them, which is why I put a bunch of them. And he can't even kill Alex for some reason. Well, that's a bummer. 173 experiment failed. Think about it as like how the SCP Foundation does like experiments to exterminate 6A2, the reptile. And that's pretty much what I'm doing. Just with barnacle heads. Next one will be SCP-96. Although he's gonna be pissed off right away. I'm not sure if he's gonna even be affected. What just happened? So he's not even affected. I think the better way would be putting a bunch of barnacle heads and putting them right here aligned. Gonna be putting a bunch of them. And as you guys can see, these guys are usually impossible to kill if you have no ranged weapon. And they usually will kill in one shot. These are the ultimate defense against zombies, I would say, since they eat the head crabs. Although they do die if you give them a poison head crab. So there we go. Gonna add maybe you there. And let's see if 96 doesn't get affected yet. It might not work against every NPC, which is why it's a kind of a bummer. And they do have eyes. If you guys didn't know, they do have eyes. Although 96 cannot really do anything about them. Until I bring him up, of course. So that's a failure again. I can actually wish it worked, but I think that ragdolls for 96 doesn't really work that well. Okay, it's kind of weird, but it doesn't really work as I expected for this one. This SCP pretty much is the one against 173 because it doesn't lose eye contact and it can have its eyes open all the time. I don't think they even blink. Kind of immune to it. Seems like most of these are immune. So SCP is kind of a bummer. And he cannot cure these barnacles, doesn't matter what he does. Scientist is a gun, not even worth it. Well, I did sell with this every NPC, and I mean the barnacle did kill it, but the ragdoll do kill it faster. So they managed to kill this character, which is pretty powerful and a big one from Series Sam 4. What about the werewolf? Werewolf dies instantly. These guys are terrible against the barnacles. But they will die by the ragdoll. The ragdoll is way too big. Look how... God, that was stupid, pretty much. The physics just went crazy there. The ragdoll killed more than the actual character. I never even played any of these games, but I did download them to test on them. This one as well, doesn't matter how terrifying they look. They're pretty much launched for the barnacle. These guys aren't even that durable, only 35 health, like anyone can kill them. And look how they're grabbing it like it's their lunch. And eventually it's gonna kill all the barnacles, but I don't know if I can pull it away. There we go for this one. It failed miserably. What about this chubby one? He looks like someone from Doom, actually. I mean, this one, yeah, this one and another one from Doom, they look very similar. But as you can see, they die instantly. So far, the SCP characters or the NPCs did not even get affected, aside from that crab. But to be honest, the crab isn't even like... I don't really know what SCP, like what it does exactly, but I know it's not durable enough to survive that. What about these weird Teletubby variations? Well, that was pretty bad. It just killed all of them. So let's do it again. Honestly, for the next one, if they do die, I probably have to use to reverse time on the server. And I'm just gonna put more barnacles. I think I'm just gonna add, should I add like, I'm just gonna add one and see how it does. So let's see how this does against this character. And he completely missed. Okay, he isn't affected. Still nothing. Teletubby doesn't work. This one is dead. What about the more powerful ones? Although this one has an error. Where is this one? Another tail hobby is dead. Weird theme in the background, although I don't know what it's from. Some of them get effective, some of them don't. Unfortunately, this guy, which is kind of sad because he's like one of the only normal characters here, is pretty much dead. And he's pretty much addressed the ragdoll. What about, let's see if you can kill any other powerful character here. So obviously he would kill it because he had a gun. As I said, guns should not be even allowed against the Barnacle because it's kind of like cheating. I'm just gonna add a bunch of them, so it's easier to figure out who's gonna win this. What about little nightmare characters? So this would actually be very good for a game if you add the Barnacles to it, because I feel like this would kill the characters pretty quickly. But they are not affected. The boy is pretty much tanking it, he's not even caring, he's looking at his pants. Nothing is wrong, like nothing is wrong in this. And it just jumps. What about the guess? No effect. 6. The main character. Nope. What about the chef? Seems like next part NPCs aren't affected. Now I'm gonna get a bit bigger. Let's see if the Hulk gets affected by this. I mean, it's understandable why he won't be affected. Also, he would just pull them down. But what about the big one? Let's put in... Should I put a giant? But after I put... It's gonna be so weird. It's not gonna work. I'll just stop the sound because of background music, which I'm not allowed to probably put it on YouTube even. And it's not even a fair thing to do. He's just eating the barnacles like lunch. I just want to see if they actually affect him. So I will have to add... I will have to add a prop so I can actually put them on top. From here on, this should be enough. And for the barnacles, I'm going to be adding... That's exactly enough for one. Okay, let's see how this works then. So Barney, he will eventually lose. And it's gonna take a while, like this is one of the longest ones. Let's just say he's dead, because I know most NPCs usually die from that. But let's add a giant. So giants aren't affected so far. Godzilla, the weaker version of Godzilla 1998 is not affected. What about, this might be... Barnacle killed Godzilla. Like, how does that make any sense? He killed this Godzilla, but he can't kill the other one. Like, look, why don't I spawn him under? This one is not affected. Barnacle killed Godzilla. He just dies immediately. Look at that. Like, how did this tiny thing manage to kill a giant? And he's not even, it looks like he's not even trying to extend anymore. What about Mechagodzilla? Okay, Mechagodzilla is way too big. Kind of self-explanatory, that one, but I do have to put the barnacle even higher for that to work. So I do need to add a prop all the way on top here. And to make it fair, I have to make it like, let's try putting it right here. Let's see how big Mechagodzilla is. So Mechagodzilla is one of the biggest characters, so even this, like, it's only like halfway to him. I'm gonna have to put him here, and I'll just put him on the Barnacle head. So let's disable him. I'm still surprised how Godzilla is like, from one Barnacle. That's what I'm saying. Like this, the Barnacles are pretty powerful against the correct NPC. So here we are. Let's see if this actually affects Mechagodzilla. If it does, well, congrats. Barnacle head can pretty much kill one of the most powerful NPCs. He already killed Godzilla, so that's already an achievement. And it doesn't really look like the Barnacle has any chance. Somehow his Mechagodzilla's blasted upwards, which doesn't make any sense. So yeah, that's pretty much a failure. So far though, I'm kind of surprised how he kills Godzilla. Like, out of everyone, Godzilla dies from that. The next one, let's try a bunch of Trevor Henderson characters and see if they're even affected. I'm just gonna go to Trevor Henderson. There should be multiple of them. Where are they? They should be right here. I found them. So Cartoon Cat will be first. He kills Cartoon Cat in one bite, and it's right in the worst area possible. Assuming that Cartoon Cat even has it. But yeah, that's sad. Cartoon Cat, pretty much one of the most powerful NPCs, die immediately from a Barnacle head. And he has no way to attack it unless maybe if he's mad. But nope. Cartoon Cat dies regardless. So pretty much, I have a feeling that the Barnacle has an advantage over these guys. Okay, this guy is going to keep running everywhere, so he cannot even attack a Barnacle head. Yeah, it's going to take way too long. I'm sure he's not going to be anywhere. Barnacle head kills and glitches the model of the... Okay, that's just weird. The worm pretty much just dies immediately, and I know how powerful these guys are. Yeah, so he's dead. What about fully grown? He's not affected, so he's pretty much in a safe zone. This guy, not affected. Cartoon Dog? Well, it's confirmed Cartoon Dog has a better chance against Summit than Cartoon Cat. He's not affected by the... Wait, why is it like that? Let me just fix that again. Put Barnacle into the tool gun. It's gonna spawn multiple of them. And let's see if Cartoon Dog can survive. Nope, he dies as well. He's pretty much not immune. And the Barnacle head always grabs them from their crotch, which is... I can definitely tell it's very painful. This guy, unfortunately, he kills anything in radius, so he will kill a Barnacle head. And even if I disable it, it won't matter. He has like a passive ability. So this guy, obviously, he's way too tall, and he's not even affected by them. Costume Man, not affected. Okay, Country Road Creature is not affected. What about Bridge Worm? It seems like all the worms are pretty much bad in this. So yeah, he's the failure in this one. What about Good Boy? Where is Good Boy? I'll spawn him again. Oh, there he is. Only if he actually stayed in one area. And I'm not sure what's going on, but he's not... I cannot even grab him. Maybe he's... Oh, let me see, and now I can move him. So is he immune to the Barnacle, and why is it so hard to grab him? He somehow weighs more than any other NPC, even Godzilla. So he's bobbling his head, that's his attack animation, but he's not even gonna be pushed to the Barnacle head. Let's see if I spawn him right on top here. So it doesn't seem like he's affected. Next one, or detective. I mean, it's not even fair because he has a gun, so I'm gonna have to spawn multiple of them. He does remind me of a spy a bit because of the weapon. But yeah, it doesn't seem like he's affected, so he's pretty much immune to the Barnacle head. I think I already tried this guy. What about... This one was the Long Horse, one of my favorite and creepiest Trevor Henderson creatures. Still one of the creepiest. He's not affected by it. I'm sure he will just eat... These are technically their tongues. You just eat them. This one looks like he's trying to... I mean, he's halfway there, but he's not going to be... It's not even affected, so it's pretty much a tie at this point. Little Worm, I'm sure he's affected. Yeah, pretty much dinner for the Barnacle head. And there we go. He actually killed himself with the ragdoll by knocking himself out. It happened so many times in this video in the beginning, so obviously it's gonna happen to him as well. Where did he disappear? Okay, so he's not affected. Let's see if the next one is affected. These are going to be the last ones because there's so many NPCs, and so far, not every NPC is affected by it. Let's see if... Oh, this one is the big one. Wait, where is he? Oh, never mind. He's in a skybox. Like, why is it huge? Actually, he's supposed to be here, but he's... So far, though, it doesn't seem like he's affected. Yeah, he's not really affected by them, and he's pretty much eating them like their lunch. What about... This has an error, and he's not even affected. I'm guessing I didn't even download the model properly, but... Doesn't really matter if he's not even affected. Forgotten Baby has no effect. This one, so Siren Heads seem to be immune to it. And Upside Down, he usually kills everyone, but this, what just happened? I think he had like a bomb, but he was like some type of projectile, explosive projectile. He's the only character that actually like dies from them, and he usually kills everyone. He even kills the Hulk. He kills everyone. Oh, the Hulk before he goes Wallbreaker, but he kills pretty much everyone based on my previous videos, and he dies from a barnacle head. That's ridiculous. So yeah, even this guy cannot survive them. Look at that. He pretty much lost to a barnacle head. God of Roadkill. Let's see if he can also be a God of Barnacle head killers. Nope, he's not affected. And he also doesn't really kill them. Treehead is not a no-brainer, he's way too big. What about this guy? No effects. This I never even seen before, but he's not affected whatsoever. Pretty much no effects. So far most of these aren't affected. But surprisingly, the weaker NPCs, or not weaker, the more powerful NPCs get affected from this. Upside down face man is pretty much dead. What about this guy? Small creature, but doesn't get affected. This one doesn't even reach them, but he's not affected. What else do I even have here? A banana eater. Okay, luckily he's not affected. Not sure what this one even does. But he doesn't seem like he's affecting anything, and he's just trying to attack them. So, unlucky for him. What about, let's see if this one can survive. Not affected as well. The imposter from Among Us, and he's not affected. He pretty much overkilled him like 3 times over there. Okay, so obviously Funny Fear is way too powerful. What about Cartoon Sheep? So far, the other cartoon characters are affected, but not this one. Shows how powerful he is. So he's affected, but he kills them immediately, so he technically wins in this one. He's also my favorite cartoon type monster. And for the last ones, guys, as a joke, since there's so many NPCs I can do, but so far it seems like it does seem like somehow Godzilla loses. Godzilla and the upside down face man, or the man with an upside down face. I don't even know how they lost. Like, those guys are one of the more powerful characters. But guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and unfortunately these guys are not, they don't seem like they're even affected. Just for the heck of it though, let's just start one of them. It's gonna be, it's a huge explosion. And I'm just gonna die right now. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.